Take a full inhale here. Bring your hands up all the way. And then bring your hands down in front of you. Interlace your fingers and push the palms out to the middle of the room. Inhale here. Bring your hands up. And then start to feel your back sides kind of descend and soften as you find a center line here. And see if you can take the bend out of the elbows as best as you can. Pulling from the tailbone to the shoulders and seeing if you can just compact the whole torso as you lengthen it. Breathe and hold. Exhale, bring the hands all the way out. And one more time. Crossing the opposite fingers now, and then sending the palms up to the middle of the room. Full inhale, reaching up to the sky, softening and letting go and breathing. Each time we come into a pose, see if you can bring your eyes into a gazing point. So gazing at that one spot ahead of you, so that you can concentrate on how you feel in the pose and how you are controlling the depth of the sensation. So pushing into the pose a little bit more, a little bit less to find a level that is suitable to you. So you should never be in a place of pain. You should always be in a place of comfort, but feeling a good stretch at the same time. Exhale, we'll come into holding this one as well a little bit longer, and then pushing your arms up to the side. Having said that, if I ever bring you into a pose, bring your hands into heart center, that you need to come out of a little sooner because of your body, then feel welcome to just break out of the pose a little sooner. We're holding it for longer periods of time than your body is adjusting to. We're all at different levels here, and you're practicing at home, so you have to be your own inner teacher because I'm not watching you. So very important to pay attention to how it feels, and if it's not feeling good, take a look at your alignment, take a look at me, and see if you can adjust things to make you feel better. All right, we're ready to go. Ourselves straight into triangle pose. So we're going to do that on our chairs today. So just grab a household chair, a chair that you have at home, and place it on the top of the mat. Everything else can just sit aside. Now make sure the legs of the chair are fully on the mat so you don't go flying around to the other side of the room. We're going to start with triangle pose on the chair. So take your hand on the waist, put your foot into the middle of the chair, and step back a very long way. So you're coming into a long stance. And then this back foot is going to turn to align with the short edge of the mat. And here from the center of the chest to both arms, you're going to make a straight line. Now those of you who have a very tight back, you're going to want to bend that front leg somewhat until you get down the solid ground and onto the chair. So exhale here, bring your hand down onto the chair, this other hand can come on your waist. And then from here, you're going to work on straightening the leg as much as your hamstring is going to allow. So the back of that leg is going to feel like stretch. And then you're going to open the shoulder, open the hip to belong into the mat. Now, if you have whiplash or a sore neck, you're going to look down into your chest. Otherwise, you're turning your gaze to your shoulder and then lifting your hand up to the sky. So, new injuries, or if you just returned back to your practice, this might be too much on your first day. You can just come here and look down, and then lifting up nice and high and straightening the leg as we pull out. And then hanging out here. Paying attention to the sensations that are arriving, breathing into them, and then seeing if you can just find a little bit more space as you start to stretch open here. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Good. Full inhale, turn your gaze towards your hand. Bend your knee, push into your feet, and come up safely with a straight spine. We'll switch to the other side. I'm going to turn my chair around. You don't have to because you're not facing a camera, I am. And then from here, you're going to turn and bring the left foot towards the middle of the chair. Inhale here, lengthen. Exhale, bring your hand down onto the chair, the other hand onto the waist. And then coming into lifting through the torso, aligning tailbone to the center of the chest. And then from the center of the chest, aligning the head, tucking the chin down or rolling the chin up to the shoulder, and then aligning that top hand. So ideally, the center of the chest and both hands are coming into as straight of a line as your body is ready to collaborate in. And you're breathing into the sensations that you're arriving in. And here today, we're targeting the lower back. That's why I'm bringing you up on a certain height to see if we can bring you into loosening and retaining a nice opening into that lower back. And with all these issues in the air, we need to just be mindful on our first few poses. Turn your gaze down to your hand, bend your front knee slightly, push into your feet, guide yourself up safely to the top of the chair. Inhaling here, and we'll step back to the center of the mat. Full inhale all the way up. Hands come together. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Samastiti, equal standing pose. And that's how it goes. That's our first sequence. So we're going to continue on just like that. And just let me know if you're not okay. I'll hear a little bell, it'll ring, and you'll be able to chat with me. So we're going to do a sequence carrying on with that. Right leg will come to the chair. Step back a long way. Turn that foot open and make your way back into your triangle pose. So this time we're going to bend the knee. So bend the knee and adjust the chair so that the knee is bending right towards the chair. Watch that this isn't happening. You're not going in. Take a look at your alignment. Make sure the knee's not caving in. Try to sit it down right over the toes. Open up the arms. And then from here, you'll bring your arm down. And if you can, you'll bring your elbow right down. Rotate your hand up and over and reach up and over here. So try to stretch underneath the armpit and down the line of the hip into the back leg to the baby toe edge. Finding a nice line of awareness from the tailbone to the center of the chest to the crown of the head. And then rotating, bringing your gaze up to your elbow if possible. Breathing here. We'll inhale, push into your feet, bring yourself back up into warrior two, easing over your middle finger, hold and breathe. Good. Now, we're going to come out, bring our hands at our waist. We're going to go straight into a balancing pose. Bring your hand onto your chair. And then from here, you can readjust that foot. And get ready to lift the back leg. And try to see if you can balance here. And once again, just like triangle pose, you're trying to open the front of the hip and the front of the shoulder to the long edge of the mat. And then you're trying to see if you can find a nice line of awareness from the center of the chest to both hands as you lift that top hand high to the sky. Breathe and hold. And exhale. Bend your front leg, bring yourself back into warrior two, and step forward to the top of the chair. Inhale all the way up. This time we'll take our feet nice and wide, and we'll take ourselves to a forward fold. So Ardha Uttanasana, half a forward fold. You're coming in, you're coming down onto your elbows, and you're starting to stretch through the back of your side of the hamstrings, down the lower back. Breathe and hold here. Feel a nice connection into the lower back. Full inhale, push your feet into the mat, bring yourself up with a straight spine, and we'll take ourselves over to the other side. Stepping back, bring your left foot underneath the chair, step back a long way, bend the front knee towards the chair, open the arms up into warrior two. Inhale here, exhale, bring your arm onto the chair, back hand can stay on the waist, so just work on Lifting the shoulder as much as you can possibly go. Let your body guide you to your depth. Bring the hand up, rotate the hand up and over the ear, and come into tucking your gaze either into your chest or up into your elbow. Hold and breathe. Bring your gaze to your chair, push into your feet, come up into warrior two. Full inhale, exhale, hand onto the waist. Then full inhale here. Step the back leg back a little. Adjust the stance until you can lift the back leg and find balance. Start to turn the hip open, turn the shoulder open, and then lifting this hand to the top of the sky. Breathe and hold. Bend into the front leg, step back a long way, come back into warrior two, full inhale, and step to the center of the mat. Samastiti, equal standing pose. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, see if you can stretch just a little taller. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale over to the right. And see if you can come just a little bit more over to the right here. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. And exhale, Samastiti. Good. Just checking in. How are we all doing? Everybody's okay? I'm just forward fold. So you can come into the wide edge of your mat. Maybe move your chairs off to this side. And you might need a block for this one. So taking Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. And we're going to take a back stretch in the forward fold. So come down onto your mat and fold forward. And let yourself just hang there. Bring your gaze behind you. And let yourself just breathe into the crystal clear vision that you see. If your back's very tight, it's starting to talk to you here, then you could bend your knees a little bit more for a greater option. Take modification if you need it. All right, to stretch your back out, you'll walk your hands forward 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. Push into your hands, and then send your backside towards the back of the mat. See how I'm lifting my shoulders off the shoulder blades here. I'm coming into a full length as the shoulders lift and connect to the lower back. Inhale all the way up. Walk your hands underneath you. Heel toe your feet into a narrower stance. Bend into your knees. Push into your feet and bring yourself up with a safe slide. Good. Inhale here. Step forward to the top of the mat. We'll do a vinyasa. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. Fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come down onto your belly. From your belly, push into your feet, rise up. Inhale here, and then exhale. You're gonna make your way into child's pose. Take your knees wide, send your tailbone back, and stretch your arms forward a long way. Stretch forward a long way. All right, we're gonna come into downward facing dog. Lift your tailbones high and then pull up into downward dog. Walk your feet to your hands to your feet, push into your feet, and Come up with a straight spine. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, Samasthiti, equal standing pose. So grab your chairs and we'll come into a forward fold a little deeper here. So you'll take your chair and you'll come into hip width apart, and then you'll bring your elbows down onto the chair. And here we're gonna just pull back, maybe rest your head onto the chair if it's possible. If not, you're here. And you're just gonna pull back a little deeper into the tailbone area. Hold and breathe. If you can rest your forehead, that would be really, really nice. Good. Walk your elbows up, walk your hands towards you, push into your feet, and rise up. Inhale here, and exhale. Moving on to warrior three. So many of you will find it difficult to bring your hands here. So you can grab your hands like this if you can't do this. So taking yourself here, take your feet hip width apart. Get a length in your shoulders. So try to stretch your shoulders. And then we'll lift just one leg up to the sky. Turn your hip down. See if you can balance there into turning the hip down. Good. Bring that foot down, bend into your knees, slight bend, kick the other leg up, and then try to straighten the leg and turn the hip down if possible. And full inhale here, step forward to the top of the mat. Inhale all the way up, and exhale. Turn the back of the chair towards you. And we're going to just use the chair for some adjustments, spinal adjustments here. So tips of the fingers on the chair. And then close your eyes. Push into the tips of the fingers. And see if you can feel your spine getting taller as you move it to the center of your tailbone. And then open your eyes and see if you can let go of the hands and keep that there. Good, and drop it down. We'll take our hands to our lower back now and come into back bends. So you're going to come into just lifting and going to the back, and see if you can lift your gaze up to the ceiling. Releasing that down. We're going to work on a few more back bends. So I'll ask you to let's take those chairs out of the equation for the next little while. And the next few things that we're going to do is going to be just physical things that you can do at home to relieve your back. So this could be a step just on your staircase going down or up in your home or outside your front door. And you just dorsiflex your toe. Put your top of the metatarsal right into the big toe and across the base of the baby toe onto the step. Step back a short distance with the opposite leg. And then come up with a straight spine. So try to reach up with a straight spine. And then with that straight spine, follow your nose down and come down as far as you can. Now some of you might even need a chair in front of you if you can't reach down this far. But feel that beautiful stretch through the back of the leg. And this one alone could be enough to just get your back out of its stiffness that you're feeling and get you moving. Good. Bend into the front knee to come out and bring yourself up. We'll do that on the other side. Bring your foot onto the block. Step back a short distance with the opposite leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, coming down with a nice straight back. And And then starting to arrive into stretching that backside back. And keep breathing. Don't hold your breath here. Let yourself soften into the stretch. You'll feel a tightness on the back of the leg, but the rest of the body and the breath should be soft. Good. Bend into your front knee and bring yourself up with a nice straight spine. Beautiful. We'll do another vinyasa. Inhale all the way up. Exhale over to the side. Inhale back to center. Over to the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring yourself down onto your belly. Inhale here. Come up for cobra pose. Another beautiful back bend. And then we'll just stay here in back bends for a bit. Just let yourself rest here on your arms. Maybe you can close your eyes for a second. You start to soothe your spine after that pushing and pulling actions. We'll stay here for another sequence of back bends. Coming up, you bring your hands to your side. Big toes together, and then start to lift the legs. Lift the top part of your body. Lift your arms and take your palms up to the sky. Beautiful. Just fly like Superman. Exhale. Cross your left ear in front of you. Take a big sigh out. Release the stress. Let it go. Coming up, you'll take now your right foot, grab your right foot with your right hand. And some of you will have to just stay here, one hand at a time, and that's okay. You don't have to grab for both. If you can't grab your foot to your hand, this is an opportunity for you to take yourself on your strap. And then we'll switch. Those of you who've just got one, you'll switch to the other. Otherwise, you're trying to lift both feet up to the sky with the gaze. Drop yourself down, come back, heels together, and start to stretch your tailbone. So stay here for a good long time. Stretch the tailbone towards the heels. Inhale, come out, and exhale. Make your way into downward facing dog. See if you can press down both sides of the feet to the heels and bring the shoulders back. And then come down onto all fours. And for the next part of your practice, I'm just going to move my mat up. You will need a couple of props, whether it's books or blocks for home. And then we're going to come into some seated forward folds and some twists. Our first one is going to be a Matrasana twist. So take your support, your blanket, and see if you can fold your blanket nicely onto your mat and make it into a comfortable seat. And then bringing both feet forward in front of you, you'll take Paschimottanasana, staff pose. Bending your right leg, bring the right leg all the way up to your bum, squeeze the knee. Take this other block behind you. Dorsiflex the toe. Try to keep it active, don't let it flop out lazy. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, hooking the outside of the knee and physically turning. exhale and release. Other foot comes down. And this right leg up. We'll inhale and exhale. Turn. We'll inhale, exhale, and come out. We'll take our legs and we'll scissor them to the side and put the blanket just on the one's cheek, so just on your left side, and scissor both knees to your left side. Bring that right hand, left hand to your side, and then inhale, lengthen with the right, turn, 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 turn. Remember we turn from the bottom base, the center, the top, and the last of the neck. And then you turn really deeply into this easy twist. Inhale here and exhale, come on out. And we'll make our way to the other side. So scoot your back side, so sit down onto the right side, and then inhale here, lift, exhale, hook onto the outside knee, and twist and turn. And unwind yourself. So we'll take ourselves forward and come into Paschimottanasana. So this one is really nice for releasing the back. If you have a belt or a strap, bring your belt or your strap to your toes. Sit up nice and tall. So ideally at 90 degrees, and then try to keep the spine tall. Don't let the shoulders drop. Come into a nice tall spine and pull forward. And you're going to feel a nice stretch on the back of the hips, down the back of the legs. We're connecting deep into the hip sockets here with this pose. We can go deep because we're not weight bearing. We're sitting on the floor. All our weight is on our backside and on the ground. So we can pull deeply into these attachments right now. Still be quite safe to get a nice looseness in the lower back and loosening the legs. Our next sequence is going to go into the legs and come down into lying. So we'll come into lying onto our mats for Supta Panduka Sthasana, so leg to toe stretch. You can take your blankets out. If you want them put back to your head, you can take them on your head. All right, so here we'll take a block to both sides of our hips, and we'll lie down flat onto our mat, and then we'll bring in the blocks to the sides of the hips. All right, from here, you will take your right foot, hook the right foot onto the ball of the foot. Guide your elbows down the side of the mat, and then pull the toes towards the head. Notice that the bottom foot, this foot, is not just lazy, it's more flexible. Now you're coming as high as you can here, and if the back of the knee is quite bent, that's not doing you any good. Bring it down a little lower and straighten the leg here, and open as high as your knee is going to allow you to as you bring yourself through stretching back and come straight towards the hip attachment. Soften any gripping in the shoulders, the teeth, the jaw, let the eyes be still. Concentrate on your breath. Breathe in and out. And then grab the strap, two straps with one hand, and bring the leg out to the side. So now you're feeling a strong stretch to the inner thigh, going up to the inner groin area. Just breathe into that. See if you can soften the gripping that is there. Let it go as it starts to go. Bring the leg back to center, reach up with the left hand and come across the body. So now we're feeling a strong stretch on the IT band, this outside line right here. Just pull away from that hip. Loosen that tightness that the hip is holding there. Back and release that. Stretch your legs out nice and long. Stretch your hands up overhead. Stretch your body really long. Pull your belly like that in really tight. Squeeze the muscles into your spine to release your backside. And we'll go to the other side. So now the left leg comes up to the sky. Just force and flex your foot. Guide the elbows down the side of the mat. Grab the strap with both hands. See if you can keep the leg straight and then hook that hip onto the block onto the left side, opening through the inner thigh here from the big toe to the inside groin is now stretching into this nice long line. This pose is really known for releasing the lower back. It's also good for the knees and the feet and the legs. Bring that leg back to center and switch the arm and come across. So here, try to keep the leg straight and just pull away. Don't let the hip lift. The hip is down and you're pulling away from this outside line. You're giving this area here a nice, strong stretch to release its movement. Then bring the feet back. Stretch your arms up overhead. Pull the belly button in and stretch a little bit longer. See if you can plant or flex the toes. Point the toes. Point the toes. Strongly point the toes. And release all the way down. All right. Take the strap on the heels of both feet. So both feet up into the air. Hook the heels of the feet. Scissor the thighs together, and then lengthen both straps down to the side. And start to pull your toes towards the head. So you want to pull nice and strongly until you feel your tailbone stretching. And you get those nice little muscles in the tailbone to get a nice strong stretch. And that's a pose you can do. Just release that, let yourself stretch out nice and long. That's a pose you can do even in your beds at night. Just do that before you go to bed, and then you probably will get rid of any backache that's there. If you've got something bugging you in your back, Don't lie with it all night. Get up and stretch it out and have a cup of tea and get rid of it so that you don't sleep with it all night and be up all night. Let's take our right leg up to the sky and cross it over our left. And then from here, you'll grab through that little hamstring. Now, if you cannot reach your hamstring, another opportunity to take your strap and grab your strap and use your strap to pull your hip towards you. This is thread your needles. Just getting a nice hip release down those sidelines again, keeping those IT bands to lengthen. Once they're lengthening, you should be able to go for a nice long walk this afternoon. That's what I'm going to do. Let's get those backs loosened. Go move a little bit. Walk around. Make sure you're going for a nice long walk every single day. And then hooking either with your hands and hamstrings, or with a strap if you can. Take a strap and give it a little strong pull there. Good. Now we're going to keep this one crossed, and we're going to come over to a twist. So this time I will let you lift up those back sides, and your blocks could help you if you can't come up way. You can put a block underneath, and then you'll take your right hand on top of the outside of the left, and you're going to twist. If you can take your neck with you to the opposite direction, then turn your neck too. Come into this pretzel-like twisting action. And fully unwind yourself, bring your knees up, and then we're gonna take the left leg down, cross the right over back to you, thread your needle on the other side. And then twisting over here. So once again, if you can't come all the way, then you can take a block under your head. Otherwise, you bring yourself over as far as you can and really give yourself a little pull down on the outside of that right knee. Turn the knees and the neck to the opposite direction. It's available to you. Unwind yourself. Good. And then from here, we're going to come into happy baby. So take your legs up and grab the arches of your feet. So you lift your head up to grab the arches of your feet. And if you can't, then use a strap. And then pull your hips towards you. Really give it a nice pulling action there. This is happy baby. And if you want, you can express your happiness by rocking back and forth. Good. And then bring your feet down. Our last pose here, moving into closing our practice, is going to be the grip under the tailbone. So if you have a block, otherwise a book or something solid to put underneath your backside. And then finding a height here. It could be this high or it could be this high as well. So you're gonna take your hips up and you're gonna slide your block underneath your backside, any given level. It could be as low as that, or and be like this. Try to adjust your feet so they're right under your hips, straight down from the hip socket. And then if you're coming up higher, you're coming up really high. You're coming up to the highest level, and then you'll start to interlace your shoulders and lengthen as you stretch your hands towards your heels. So any of you come up higher, this is how you do it higher. I'll let you guys just hold this pose for a good long time. You can experiment with stretching one leg out, maybe two legs out, if your spine's allowing it. got your legs straight, bring them back to bend. Inhale, exhale, release the hands, lift your hips up, and roll your spine down onto the mat. Good. Taking your legs out wide, just reach and wash your back and forth. So feet are as wide as the mat here. You're bringing one knee in and the other knee in until you're almost like a windshield washer, washing those knees and hips back and forth. Just getting as much movement as possible in there. Good. And then you'll roll over to your side and we'll bring yourself up. If you have a wall available, then you can scoot your mat to the wall, come into legs up on the wall for the last pose. And if not, you can bring your legs onto your chair. So either option. I'll show the chair option. So you're going to come into lie down onto your back side. Bring your legs up on the chair and then just take yourself into a comfortable place. And then once again, taking that block underneath your tailbone and bringing the arms up overhead. So here you're just kind of coming into really kind of flushing the legs and the lower back out after all those kind of adjustments that we had. We're just letting it rest into a place of supreme comfort. And we'll stay here for a few more minutes to get this adjustment. Walk your feet off the chair and roll over to your sides and come away. Allow yourself to let go into each possible. You'll be there for 7 full minutes.